All right, we're gonna go through the top 16 deck lists real quick. So we have first place Sabaria, who won the tournament with Hero Frogs. They're actually not playing Alias. Alias is in the side deck, which I've seen people do this a lot. Side it for like GBs and shit like that. But here we go. They're playing Dupe Frog. I know it's been like a hot topic lately that Dupe Frog isn't always played in Hero Frogs now, apparently. But they are playing Dupe Frog. So far, every Hero Frog deck that has won a tournament is playing Dupe Frog, though. I will say that. So, 3 subs, 2 swaps. I'm a fan of 2 swaps, but usually when I play 2 swaps, I play Future Fusion. So, to kind of make up for it. In any event, the trap lineup is heavy. Got the two deep prisons in here. 3 Miracle, 1 for 1, Econ. Haven't seen this card being played much lately. 1 Ryza. Yeah, I mean, this is solid. Like, it honestly looks like my old list minus Alias and then minus Battle Fader and adding in 2 deep prisons, basically. Like, that's what this looks like. And then the side deck, also pretty straightforward. This is first place. Okay, so we're going to do next is Jojo Sakari's Twilight deck. Let me get that real quick. Okay, so this is second place, Jojo Sakari. Their Twilight list is honestly fucking cooking out here. Like, all these boss monsters, 4 boss monsters, 3 Lila, 3 Raikou, 1 of all of the other Lightsworn. Is anything missing? I think these are all of the main Lightsworn. I don't think they're, like, not playing anything. Double Wolf, 1 Caius, 1 Plague. Double Crow, which I think this is honestly the reason why he got so far and has been cooking so much, is because this deck can get away with maining DD Crow, and, like, DD Crow is pretty good right now to have in a main deck, considering the meta. So yeah, I like this. I like that this is a deck that can get away from maining Double Crow. We've seen Machina Control do the same thing. They play like Pot of Avarice and shit like that. This deck also plays Pot of Avarice, coincidentally. But yeah, Magic Cylinder as the 41st card. I am not sure what's going on, but this is the second list in a month, because at YCS Houston, the person who taught YCS Houston also played Magic Cylinder. I'm not sure if this is like a thing with Twilight that people are doing, but we're seeing this Magic Cylinder tech featured in specifically Twilight decks and doing really well. So I don't know what to think of that. I don't think Magic Cylinder is like bad per se, but in terms of the side deck, Double Oppression, which this is fairly normal for Lightsworn decks, it kind of bit him in the ass in the last match though. I'm trying to think if there's anything else remarkable here, but I think this is pretty straightforward. So third place I think is Johnson Balls. So let's get his deck real quick. Okay, so this is third place, GBs. Joshua Johnson. He's definitely one of the best GB players there is. He has like over 10,000 sets with this deck. All different variants of this deck. I've seen him play versions that play like Miracle Fusion and Future Fusion, stuff like that. But today he decided to go with an old school Prisma and Stratos build. Like in 2007 when GBs was the best deck, hands down. They used to play Stratos and double Prisma because Stratos in a mirror match is outrageous. And I think Stratos obviously just a good card. It's Pot of Greed, right? It's just a +1. So it's really, really powerful card. And the rest of it is fairly straightforward. He's playing Gores. I did see Gores came up and he won the game where he dropped Gores. So like there's that. Noticeably no Wabakus though. That is shocking to me. So this is like a very different take on GBs for this tournament. Because all the ones that have been doing well lately, I feel like they've been running Wabaku. So this one not using Wabaku at all is certainly a choice, but I mean, he got third place. And if he didn't get absolutely fucking steamrolled by Jojo Sakari, who just drew like the stones, milled the stones, I think he could have easily won the tournament. Like if he didn't get stopped in top 4, he was playing against Frogs in the finals. Granted, he's playing against Hero Frogs, so then again, maybe not. But there's a world where like, you know, you get to play Frogs in the finals as a GB player. That's like your dream matchup. So, but yeah, shout out to Joshua Johnson. He came on Teach Me How to Cook a couple of weeks ago, and very knowledgeable guy when it comes to GBs. If you want to see good GB gameplay, just look at his replays. There are plenty of them. Okay, so Carl. So Frog OTK, I want to say that this is Alistair's exact list because I don't see Beal's Frog, I don't see Future Fusion or Ocean or Bubble Man or any of that shit. It just looks like the original Alistair list with the conversion side deck, but he's siding Triple Crow instead of... So there's one less Deep Prison, there's no Kaiku, and something else is not here, but basically it's the conversion side deck. But instead of just full-on converting, he's doing Triple Crow because the mirror match is really, really bad, obviously. So yeah, this is Frog OTK, which got 4th. Now let's move on to 5th place, Perfect Pair. Okay, Perfect Pair, here we go. All right, cool. Much, much easier. So here we go. Perfect Pair with Black Wings getting 5th place. So is there anything special? 3 draw traps, one deck Devi, Starlight Road in the main deck, Oppression in the main deck. The rest of it is, you know, it's a Blackwing deck. He's playing Gores though. Gores with double Whirlwind and Oppression and Starlight Road and Solemn. You love to see it. You just love to see it. Blackwings is just such a good deck. Triple DDV though, between the main and side deck, is going all in on DDV. Nothing else special here. So yeah, this is just a Blackwing deck, but congrats to them. So Lonin, who also, let's see, was playing Frog OTK, but this looks like a very straightforward list too. No Future Fusion, no Bubble Man or anything like that. This is like a conversion side deck, but they're playing a Wing Blast. What is not here? Because the 3D prisons are here, the Mirror Force, the Torrential, the Triple Regeki Break, all of this I'm used to, but this Wing Blast is not normal, and these guys are, you know, these are all standard. So something is different here for this Wing Blast. I'm not really sure, but yeah, but this is another Froggo TK. Oh, Trap Stun, that's right. Trap Stun is the other card. So they wanted more defense, clearly. And yeah, I mean, it seems like Forks can be very successful without having to play like Future Fusion or Beal's Frog. Like they're still just out here doing the damn thing without those cards. So that's a good sign that you can play it this way still, and it's fine. Okay, next up we have Cold Madness, who's also on Hero Frogs. Okay, here we go. So Cold Madness, who is playing Hero Frogs, but he's using the Malicious build. Yeah, 5 discard traps, which makes sense. When you play Malicious, you have to play way more discard traps. Double Ryza. I'm used to seeing more Ryzes and stuff when you play Malicious, because you need ways to convert this as card. Yeah, everything else is standard here, like 1 draw trap, sure. No Torrential in the main deck, no Torrential anywhere. It's good when people don't know you're not playing Torrential though. And then in terms of side deck, Double Dust. Double Nobleman of Extermination. I like this card for going second. It's fast. Yeah, 1 Fader. You typically only see Hero Frogs playing 1 Fader these days. Like, even I dropped down to 1 Fader. 2 of it is, you know, 2 of it can start to be a little clunky or whatnot. But yeah, pretty good list. Like, I have no gripes with this list at all, really. I don't like Malicious, but like, I don't think it's going to stop anybody from doing their thing. Another Blackwing list, El Loco, 2 draw traps, 1 deck Devi in the main, seems to be the standard, 1 Book of Moon, noticeably, and Mask Restriction in the side deck. Other cards that they are siding are very standard. No Fissures or anything like that to deal with Consecrated Light, so they're just hoping to have Fossil Dyna, Cyber Dragon, Icarus Attack, or DDV to deal with Consecrated Light, which is, honestly, that's fair. Like, yeah, Skill Drain, Michael as well. Okay, Zombie Teledad topped. I did not know that. So now we're in top 16. Oppression main might be the way to go in Blackwings with how popular GBs and Frogs are. Yeah, both the Blackwing decks that were in top 8, I think both of them main decked Oppression. Yeah, this one main decked Oppression, and this one main decked Oppression. So yeah, both of them main decked Oppression. Just 1 copy though. Zombie Teledad floats 1 Mafia. So you've seen lists like this before. I'm trying to see if there's anything. 3 Book of Moon, or not Book of Moons, 3 Book of Life, 2 instant fusions, Reborn of Nightmare synergy. They got the teleport. No telekinetic power wells though, so they're not trying to do like super Teledad stuff here. But triple Caius, which makes sense when you're playing double instant fusion, triple Book of Life, triple Pyramid Turtle. Yeah, I mean, zombies, like I said, this deck is always going to be good, but never the best. It's kind of how I feel about zombies. It's like, it's a good deck, never the best deck. Okay, we have another Blackwing. Let's see if this person is playing Oppression as well. Oh wow, no Vayu. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, you're right, Michael. There wasn't a single Vayu deck in top 8. There's only 1 Vayu deck in top 16. Holy shit. And that is you with the Virus Vayu deck, which we'll get to eventually. Here we go. Okay, so this Blackwing deck is not playing Oppression, but they got top 16. Triple draw traps. So they're all playing draw traps. My Body's a Shield is being played in this one instead of Book of Moon. 1 D Prison and 1 Compulse. Very interesting. Side decking 7 tools, double Crow, double Fisher for Consecrated, Mind Control. Yeah, I like Compulse and Blackwings. I don't think it's bad, because like if they try to bottomless your monster or even deep prison your monster, you can bounce it back to your hand. You can also reuse Blizzard, reuse Gale, like Special Gale, have balance Special Gale again, all types of shit. But yeah, it's a Blackwing list. Nothing too crazy. Double Oppression in the side deck. Lots of Blackwings in this top. So that was that Kiro. That was Kiro. Okay, so now we have a Gigavice list by Spore. fitting name. 6 traps, Threatening Roar was in their deck. I remember there was a point where we were watching them play and they were about to get OTK'd through a back row. And I was like, they could have Threatening Roar, and they actually do play the card, but they didn't have it in that moment and they died. Other than that, I think this is what these decks look like. Sometimes they play 2 of this guy, Copy Plant, as opposed to I don't know if they always play Sangan, but I know I've seen double Copy Plant a lot lately, but now it seems like that has gone away. The double Copy Plant made sense because of this thing. It's like another target for it. 7 equip spells, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Standard list, nothing crazy here. Side deck, double decree. As long as you got that, you're probably fine. So yeah, that's Gigavice. So this is the list I really wanted to see. Here's the Jinzo OTK deck. I'm definitely going to play this on like Teach Me How to Cook or Master Disaster or something, but I want to see Jinzo OTK. So Jinzo OTK using Cyber Valley and Cyber Dragons, also using triple Jinzo Returner and triple Jinzo, which I think is the only correct way to play this deck. Dark Arm Dragon also makes a lot of fucking sense to me. Like, this just seems correct. Like, Megamorph, holy hell. I haven't seen this card in a long time. When your life points are lower than your opponent's, the original attack of an equipped monster is doubled. When your life points are higher, the original attack of the equipped monster is halved. They're also citing this throwback. If you guys don't know what this is Mirror of Oaths. So this is an anti-GB card. When your opponent special summons a monster from the deck, destroy that monster or monsters, and if you do, draw a card. So it stops Rescue Cat. Like, they Rescue Cat summon 2 guys, and you do it on that. It also just stops tagging out in general. It doesn't prevent them from getting the effect when they tag out, but you do pop the monster and draw a card. Their side deck is 15 different cards. So yeah, 15 different cards in their side deck. That's pretty interesting. That covers a lot of different matchups, but like, you're not guaranteed to draw any of these side deck cards since you're only playing one of all of them. But like, it also makes it impossible for your opponent to know how the game is going to go because your shit is just all over the place. But the main idea of the deck is obviously to kill you with, you know, Jinzo and OTKs, which we did see on stream. We saw them kill with limiter removal. We saw them kill with like Future Fusion and shit like that. I didn't know they were playing Megamorph. This is kind of a second limiter removal, like baby limiter removal, if you will. Yeah, solid list. I'm definitely going to be playing this on the channel for sure. Okay, then we have another Blackwing. So Dave, who was not main decking Oppression. So 2 Blackwing players main decked Oppression, 2 did not. The 2 that main decked Oppression made top 8 though, if that's anecdotal, you know, at all. Okay, so triple draw traps. So all of them are playing draw traps, every single one. Triple Deprison, no Book of Moons. Also using Gores, which I love Gores with draw traps, so, you know, makes sense. Also Gores when you're not playing Oppression is fine. Yeah, and then the side deck, they are playing Fisher, they're playing Mind Control, they're playing Dyna, Cyber Dragons, all of the things that you're used to seeing Blackwings play. It's a Blackwing deck, not too much spice. Next we have Machina Control by Kaiba Corp. I wonder if this is going to be the Yichang Li list that plays triple Compulse, because that's like, to me, that's like the dominant Machina Control list lately. So they're playing 2 Compulse, 2 Cyber Valleys. I don't think that that's normal. Triple Hamster. So triple Hamster makes sense with the Cyber Valleys. Triple Pot, Rykos. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they play 3 of this card, which I don't like playing 3 of this. Yeah, so Michael, you said you played versus this guy in Resolve 4 Virus Game 1. How many cards get DDV'd? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 cards get DDV'd. Yeah, solid list. I like the side deck. So we just saw a side deck where the guy had 1 of every card, 15 different cards. And now we see a side deck where the guy is basically maximizing on cards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 different cards in this side deck. The last guy had 15 different cards in their side deck. This person has 6 different cards in their side deck. So yeah, pretty interesting. Needle Ceilings, Master Strix, Stuff Tornadoes, all that good stuff. Okay. Then we have the only value turbo deck that made top 16. And it's not a standard value turbo deck. This is virus value to be specific. So they're playing 4 viruses in the main deck. 4 viruses in the deck total. There's no viruses in the side deck. But no Rykos, no Hamsters, none of that shit. Morphing Jar is very interesting. I think this makes sense. This deck can empty its hand out and like blow its load and then not have any gas left. So Morphing Jar as a recovery tool is really broken. Also, no one is going to read this in value. Maybe now going forward, but like, I definitely would not think that it's Morphing Jar when I'm playing against value. I would just assume it's a Hamster or Ryko every time. Or like, you know, one of those types of cards. In terms of other things, double Deprison. I know the list in the past have played 1 Deprison, so this one has a bit more defense in that way. Foolish Burial for speed. This card can just send value or Sirocco or Plague Spreader or whatever you need at the time. And the rest of it is exactly what you'd expect. One Caius though, I know this has been like a thing. This deck plays one Caius. It does make sense to only play one Caius because you don't have the hamsters to kind of float for the Caiuses, so it's not as good in his deck. And then side deck double Nobleman, Lightning Vortex. Other cards like Masker Restrict makes sense. Double Oppression, Kaiku, Guard, you know, Fossil Dino, all that good stuff. Yeah, everything is here. Everyone's here. This Vio Turbo deck did not win. This Vio Turbo deck got 9th place. The winning deck was Hero Frogs. There was only one Vayu deck in the top cut, period. So there's that. One Vayu, it looks like a lot of Blackwings. The breakdown looks like, how many Blackwings was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Blackwings. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 Frogs. Yeah. 5 Blackwings, 2 Frog OTK, 2 Hero Frogs, 1 Gigavice, 1 Machina Control, 1 Jinzo OTK, 1 GBs. Oh wait, there's another Blackwing. There might be 6 Blackwings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5 or is it 6? Okay, it's 5. Never mind. It's 5. This deck list is not loaded. Here we go. So this is Stargazing, 9th place. Draw Traps. Only 2 draw traps, but they are playing Oppression. So we had 2 lists that played Oppression in the main deck, 2 that didn't, and now we have another one that does play. So more played Oppression in the main deck than not. So Blackwing seems to be back on Oppression, and all of them playing 1 though. All of them playing 1. Oh, there's a deck breakdown lower. So 5 Blackwing, 2 Hero Frog, 2 Frog OTK, 1 Lightsworn, 1 GB, 1 Zombie Teledad, 1 Gigavice, 1 Jinzo Machina, 1 Machina Control, 1 Vayu Turbo. So that's the breakdown. So Vayu Turbo is the most represented deck in every tournament these days, and there were 29 of them, 19 Blackwings. So Vayu, and this is something that has been a thing for a while now. Birds are always the most represented deck in tournaments. That's just a fact, and they've always been the most represented deck in tournaments. It used to be Blackwings, but I think people solidly are now saying that Vayu is better than Blackwings, which I also agree with. I think Vayu is a better deck than Blackwings. It has more wins, you know, all that good stuff. But Vayu is so well represented. I'm a little surprised that no Vayu decks except the Virus one made top cut, because this is also top 16. It's not even just top 8. It's top 16. So like you'd expect with this many people playing it that it would be a little bit more represented in the top cut. But it actually underperformed compared to like how many people played it in the tournament. And Gladbeast had 8 representatives. Interesting. Lightsworn had 8. Hero Frogs had 7. Frog OTK had 6. Gigavice had 6. Frog Monarchs had 4. Diva Hero B had 3. Gravekeepers 3. Surprising. Machina Control 3. That's actually okay. Machina Control had 3, and 1 person didn't make it with Machina Control. I'm assuming there's only 1 Jinzo Machina deck in here. Let's see if it shows up as a. I can't even. It's so granular now that I can't even tell. Yeah, 1 Jinzo Machina, and they made it, so they have 100% conversion. Ice Queen. I don't think that people were prepared for Vayu because that's not really like a thing. Like Vayu is not like a frog deck. It's not like a you can prepare for Vayu. That's not. Vayu is the most resilient deck in the entire format to side deck. It is the most resilient deck in the entire format to side decking. That's why it's one of the best decks in the format. You can't really prepare for Vayu. Every card that is like okay against Vayu is just that. It's just okay. There are no cards against Vayu that are straight up blowouts. None of them. I promise you. There's not a single one. Crow is bad in a lot of situations. Transmigration of Prophecy is bad in a lot of situations. Nobleman of Crossout is awful in a lot of situations. Deck Devi's awful in a lot of situations. It's like, unlike when you play against frogs, like Mask Restrict, you're going to get value out of it, right? Like you're pretty much guaranteed to get value. Pulling the Rog, realistically, you're going to get value out of, like stuff like that. But there's no card against Vayu that is like, OD, this card is going to be the nail in a coffin against Vayu every time. That's not the case. Vayu is so resilient. Yeah, so that's my expert opinion on like how I feel about preparing for against Vayu. I think Vayu really comes more down to like how sacky they draw and mill against you, because the deck is comprised of so many one-ofs. The biggest thing is honestly like, did they see a bunch of the broken one-ofs at the right times, like Dark Arm, Return, Burial, Brain Control, shit like that. Like that, honestly, that determines the matches a lot more to me than like side decking. But yeah, here's the winning deck again. So shout out to Sabaria. I don't know how their name is written like that. Like it's kind of italicized almost. I don't know how they did that. But shout out to them for winning the tournament with Hero Frogs. This is Hero Frog's second win, almost back to back. I feel like the last tournament, which was RBET, I guess YCS Providence happened, and that was won by GBs. And then before that was the RBET. I think that's the order. I think it was RBET, then Ultimate Time Wizard, then this. So in terms of Edison Majors, Hero Frogs, I know were first and second at the RBET. Then you had GBs won the Ultimate Time Wizard like a week ago, and then this. So yeah, we've had Hero Frogs. GBs are doing well though. Like I said, top 5 deck for sure. GBs is definitely one of the best decks in the format. Hero Frogs, I'm happy to say, is still here as one of the best decks in the format as well. Taking down multiple tournaments this year. Surprise, surprise. Hero Frogs is still here. Frog OTK, still one of the best decks as well. Gigavice has to get some wins. That would be, nice, but they have to get over the whole bricking problem first. I think Gigavice is still largely unsolved. I think Gigavice being the newest deck out of the top decks right now, because it's so young, it's definitely far from being optimized. When you look at Vayu and Blackwings and Hero Frogs and stuff like that, they've been around for so fucking long now, and they've had literally years of refinement to get to the point where they are now. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get some food. I'm hungry as hell. It is almost 4 o'clock where I live. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for liking the stream and all that good stuff. And I will catch you in the next one. Catch you later, Catch you all.